it's according to the data from official data and data from the textbook, 60,000 households.
Yep.
The answer is number C. The next question, question 2. So what is the U4 measure of labor underutilization? So have you found this definition? What is number U4? What is U4?
Total employed.
Because we don't have the this definition in the textbook or in the or in the presentation. So I found the definition, and U4 measure is the total unemployed plus discouraged workers as a percent of civilian labor force plus discouraged workers. But in this table, we have the total unemployed plus discouraged workers, but we don't have independently the number of discouraged workers. We just have only civilian labor force. So when we calculate this figure, so we need to 7 divided by 100, and the answer will be 7%. What do you think?
I agree that it's 7 divided by, but I think it's 7 divided by 100.8 because you have to remember to add in the discouraged workers.
So we don't have separately the number of discouraged workers, only the total unemployed plus discouraged workers. Actually, maybe yes, maybe you're right, because when we subtract from 7.
Yep, so it's 0.8. So you do 7 divided by 100.8.
Total unemployed will get 0.8 million. When we
so it's, can I just clarify something here?
100.
So it's 100 million plus the 7 million.
8.
No,
okay, I'm not sure where you're getting the 8. Where are you getting the 8?
On top is your total employed and discouraged workers, and the number in the chart is 7 million. And then the bottom is the civilian labor force and plus the discouraged workers. And it only gives you the civilian labor force.
Yeah, so wouldn't that be 107 million?
No, because it's, you have to put it into a fraction. So you do the 7 million on top divided by the 100 million. But you have to add the 0.8 is where we're getting the total discouraged workers. Because you can do like the total unemployed plus discouraged workers minus the total unemployed to get our discouraged workers number.
Oh, okay. That's where I messed up.
And we'll get the 0.8 million, yeah, plus 100, 100.8 million.
Are you subtracting? I'm sorry.
9%. Yeah?
Yeah, I got B.
B, you're right. I agree. So question number 3. All else equal, which of the following would increase the unemployment rate? As to my mind, when I thinking about that, so I decided that the right answer only number 3, 3I or C. Only an increase in number of weeks for which someone can receive government and employment benefits. No, it's actually understandable because person who finds a job will get an additional incentive to stay unemployed because of the prolongation of a term. They receive the unemployment benefits.
Yeah, I got B, just 3 on.
What is your mind about that? What are you thinking?
What do you guys think?
Yeah, 3 only.
3?
That's what I think too.
Only 3. Yeah. Sure. Question number 4. Marginally attached workers are people who not working and are not looking for work, but would work if asked. So actually, they are discouraged workers. Yeah.
Don't touch. Hey, don't touch.
I got B. It says in the book that
actually is the discouraged workers who are not working and are not looking for work.
Yeah.
What can work?
yeah.
Question number 5. Suppose that the Bureau of Labor Statistics reports that entire adult population of Monkey Land can be categorized as follows: 25 million people employed, 3 million people unemployed, 1 million discouraged workers, and 1 million people who are either students, homemakers, retirees, and other people who are not seeking employment. That's what we need to find. We need to answer the question: what is a labor force participation rate? Labor force participation rate, if we understand it according to the definition, is just a fraction where on the numerator would be a labor force over the total population. Yeah, but labor force, how can we calculate the labor force? Labor force, it's employed plus unemployed.
So the top
numerator and total population, it's all the population presented in the this problem. That would be 30 million. Yeah, 30 million. But labor force would be 25 plus 3 million people unemployed. 28 over 30, and we will get 93.3%. So my answer is number C.
I thought we didn't count students, homemakers, retirees as part of the labor force.
You don't. You would include them in the adult population, though.
Oh, you would do, okay. Now
You could include them in the 30.
The discouraged workers, is that a subset of the unemployed? So if you count them, are you double counting?
No. So for the top, which is just the labor force, you do the unemployed plus the employed. Then for the numerator. And then the denominator is all of them.
Plus employed.
So it add up to 30.
93.3%. Yeah?
Yeah, you end up doing 28 divided by 30.
You're right. So question number 6. Evidence from research studies by economists. Well, my answer is number A, shows that increased unemployment benefits decrease the job search efforts of the unemployed.
I'm sorry, you said A or you said D?
I think that is A.
I don't know. It looked conflicting to me because some of the studies like supported it and some of them didn't support it. Did anyone get that too?
Yeah, I mean, I put A, but I was confused because it is kind of conflicting.
When I was reading through it, there were some supporting it and some not supporting it. So I said that it was conflicting. Let's see if I can find it.
I wrote down that it's at 15-2.
So what do you think? A or D?
15-2C.
So the next question.
Okay, go for it.
Number 7. Let's go. When is unpaid worker in her family's restaurant? The Bureau of Labor Statistics count when as employed and in the labor force. According to the text, the first article of the chapter, of the textbook. Well, there are all the definition about who is labor force or not labor force, etc. So she's unemployed and in the labor force.
On the 15.1, it said employed. This category includes those who worked as paid employees or worked as unpaid workers in a family member's business. Yeah. So wouldn't she be employed and in the labor force, even though she's not technically receiving?
According to definition. Question number 8. Scenario 28-1. Suppose that the Bureau of Labor Statistics reports with the entire adult population. It's the same. That's the same conditions. So what we need to count here, what is the unemployment rate? Unemployment rate, it's quite similar because we just need the fraction of 3 million people unemployed to 25 million people employed, and exclude the 1 million discouraged workers and 1 million people who are students who make it to tires, etc. So when we calculate this fraction, we will get 12%.
To find the employment rate, you have to do the number of employed over the labor force. So you do the number employed, which is 3 divided by 28, because you have to include unemployed and employed.
Yeah, it's C.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Does that make sense, Leslie?
So we need.
You have to include both employed and unemployed in the denominator.
Only unemployed and employed. Only.
Yeah, because you have to the whole labor.
We now calculate not the labor force participation rate, but just your rate. Next question. Next question, number 9. Unemployment that results because it takes time for workers to search for the jobs that best suit their tastes and skills is called fractional unemployment. Frictional employment according to definition. All I agree or not?
Yep, it's D.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Question number 10. Whose adult population is counted as employed in the U.S. labor statistics? Well, according to textbook and presentation, the other people who are temporarily absent from their job and people who work without pay in a family's member business. So my answer is number A.
Sounds good to me.
Oh, please read all the.
Wait, how come you guys are saying that it's not people in the family business? I thought in the textbook it said that people who work for the family but do not get paid are still part of the employed. Mm-hmm. That's what it said in the textbook.
Mm-hmm.
Even though people who work without payment as a family members, businesses,
so it should be A.
Is employed by U.S. labor statistics according to definition. So my answer is number A. Question 11.
Wait, no, Ruslan, you gotta stop going ahead. If people don't understand what's going on, you need to stop and wait till everybody's actually understanding. That's why we work as a group. I got something else in 10. Girls, what did you get for 10? I got A.
I got A.
I got A too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got C, but I just got confused, so it would be A.
Question number 11. Already?
We're on 10. Okay, Ruslan, you said B, but you're saying B, but people who are without pay are included, so it should be A, because B.
Not B, but A.
I think you said A.
Yes, it's A. What's that?
I said it.
I think
from the start.
Yeah, I think Ruslan said A.
Which of the following reason economies experience structural unemployment? So when we read the definition of a structural unemployment, we all find that this kind of unemployment will increase when there is a lack of working places in the market. Yeah, but at which kinds there will be the lack of working places in the market? When there are strong unions, trade unions in the market, or minimum wage, which is higher than the equilibrium wage, and efficiency wages, which is also higher than the equilibrium wages. So only job search is not a reason economists source of structural employment. Because job search is a frictional unemployment, structural.
Yeah, I got A as well.
Structural employment, frictional employment. So the answer is, you're right?
Are we all good with A on that one?
A, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, question number 12. If changing consumer increase the demand for satellite radios and decrease the demand for video cassette recorders, the economy will likely exhibit also the frictional unemployment because it's concerned the flows from one industry to another. Only just the frictional unemployment because it doesn't concern the total lack of working places in the market, but only just as the flows from one industry to another. So my answer is frictional unemployment number 7.
I agree.
Everybody agree?
Yep.
Okay, question 13. Public policy. I think that can reduce frictional employment, but cannot reduce the natural rate of unemployment, because natural rate of unemployment, according to definition, it's absolutely natural rate.
I put that it can.
Can reduce frictional, it's understandable, but cannot reduce the natural rate of unemployment. Why?
I think I read that it can reduce the natural rate of unemployment.
My answer is number B. And make your choice.
Okay, so I'm going to share my screen with you guys.
Okay.
What do you think? What is your...
Okay. Okay, so right here it says that for public policy, in addition, public policy may play a role if policy can reduce the time it takes to take unemployment workers to find new jobs. It can reduce the economy's natural rate of employment.
Okay.
So it's both, because at the top it says reduce frictional unemployment. So it's
A?
Yeah, I don't know, it's either A or C. I wasn't sure because it says...
Why do you think that public policy cannot reduce frictional employment?
well, under 15.2b, it says...
For instance, when there are laws, that the Congress take laws that mean the activity of, for instance, trade unions. But it's not actually frictional, but frictional
It says
unemployment.
that job search can reduce friction, because that's what the first part is talking about. And then it says, in addition, public policy may play a role, and they can reduce natural rate of employment. But it doesn't say that public policy can reduce friction.
Friction, yeah,
I don't
but
know.
not
The
natural.
same paragraph.
It's kind of confusing. I wish they'd separate the two, because obviously public policy is government, but job search is more of a private enterprise, really.
Yeah. I think they kind of work hand in hand, so I don't really know if it means if job search can reduce the frictional unemployment, then
well, of course,
in
the
addition,
question,
public policy can as well. Or
yeah, the question is only public policy, so we should probably take the job search out of the equation.
Okay. So, and it just says the public policy can.
So what is your collective answer?
Would it be C then?
C?
I don't know. What'd you girls get?
Also,
Cannot reduce both.
In the PowerPoint where it says public policy and job search, and it talks about government employment agencies provide information about job vacancies to speed up the matching of workers with jobs. So like, if that, I feel like that has to do with the frictional unemployment. And so it's like, it's just like both, like public policy and job search kind of.
That's true, because it says right here, reduce the time it takes unemployed workers to find new jobs. And that's kind of frictional unemployment.
And it does say government programs try to facilitate job search in various ways.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it's both. Should we go with A?
I think it's A.
Yeah.
A.
A.
Let's go with A. A.
You know better as the citizens of that country, so I agree with you. Question number 14. If there were no factors keeping wages from reaching equilibrium, then there would be what? Structural unemployment. The answer is number C, yeah?
Yep.
If there were no factors keeping wages from reaching equilibrium, then there would be structural unemployment.
Agreed.
According to definition, yeah? I think that everybody will agree. Question number 15, yeah? Agreed? Agreed. So question number 15, just a small calculation. If unemployment is 2,000 workers, then the minimum wage must be which? 2,000 workers. It's 20 hundreds of workers. And 20 hundreds of workers at which wage rate we will get according to this graph. Well, I think that it would be 7 per hour.
Yeah. I got
so this
7.
is $7. Yeah. Answer is
Okay.
number. Okay.
I don't understand that one at all. I'm sorry. Can you? How do you get 7?
How to calculate? It's very simple. It's very simple. So according to the horizontal line, what we need to calculate the difference, which will be 2,000 workers. Yeah.
So you go to 20 on the bottom line.
4,000 to 6,000 just will be 2,000 workers. Yeah.
You have to remember that anything, it has to be above equilibrium to have unemployment.
Yes, it should be above the equilibrium, not lower, but above the equilibrium. And
so if you go up and you go above equilibrium and then you go to like your 2 squares.
Because if the price will be lower than equilibrium, totally losing its meaning, because everybody will be at work. Because, understand?
What? Did you just declare war on us, Rosalind?
It's really absolutely no. According to simple thinking, we can think that if the equilibrium wage, yeah, according to government, yeah, established by government, will be lower. No, I'm sorry. Minimum wage will be lower than equilibrium. So in that case, we'll work the market mechanisms, and everybody will get the minimum as the minimum wage. So the minimum wage should be higher than equilibrium.
Yeah.
And only in that case. Only in that case, it would be the result of some kind of unemployment.
Okay, so just looking at the graph, you guys started at 20, right? Because we're 20
no,
hundredths.
so you go to equilibrium, and then it's like kind of how what we've done in the past was surplus.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you bump it up to 7, then you have a surplus of when it goes across.
We will get the surplus of
2,000
workers when the price, when the wage will be $7 per hour, according to the graph. Everybody agree?
I don't get it, but okay. Moving on.
Please, let's think a little bit more about that. It's quite simple example, I think so. So question number 16. Workers searching for jobs that best suit them is most closely associated with workers searching for jobs that best suit them. What is it? It's a frictional employment, according to the definition as well. because the result of frictional unemployment is when people try to find something better paid, or something with more, or some with better conditions, working conditions, etc., etc. It's the result is a frictional unemployment.
Yep.
Yeah. Question number 17. Question number 17. If the government imposes a minimum wage of 4, so you can see minimum wage of 4, yeah? How many workers will be unemployed? What do you think?
I put 0.
0. Absolutely right.
Yeah, that's what I put.
Because everybody will get their jobs.
Because demand is way higher than supply.
Yeah, absolutely. Because it's, in that case, the market mechanism will prevail. The government strategy. Question 18. Unions contribute to what? To nothing. Neither frictional or no.
I agree.
Oh, please analyze all the possible answers and think about that. But my answer is D.
Do you guys all think it's D?
According to the economics reasons, it's never frictional or nor natural rate.
Is it just?
So my answer is D. I think that will be. Question number 19. Pay inefficiency wages means that wages are.
Oh.
What is
Go
the
ahead,
efficiency? Efficient.
What was 18?
D.
D.
And it's just because.
Yeah, it's previous. It's D. Question number 18. It's right answer number D. Question 19. Pay inefficiency wages means that wages are. No, it's absolutely but the same as minimum wage rate. They are above. Wages are above equilibrium and profits are higher than otherwise.
A.
A. What do you think? They get the higher profits because it's a company interest to pay more wage that the workers can work more efficiently. It's like incentive for workers to work with more output and more efficiently.
Yep.
So in any case, the efficiency wages means that the wages will be above equilibrium and profits are higher. But if the profits in in this case will be lower, so there will be no any reasons to pay these efficiency wages for any company. Simple logic. Question number 19, number 20. Question 20. The theory of efficiency wages provides a possible explanation as to why. C. My answer number C. Firms may be inclined to keep their workers' wages above the equilibrium level.
Agree. I think it's C too.
C. Firms may be inclined to keep they will be agreed to keep their workers' wages above the equilibrium level. In this case, because we are value their workers.
All right.
So that's all. That's all. It's a finish. What do you think? Any questions?
What'd you guys get for A? My baby started screaming, so I couldn't hear what was going on.
For what number?
12.
Okay. C, frictional unemployment.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, that's the only question I had. All right. We good now? Everyone?
Yep.
Ready to go? All right. Sounds good.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.